You know what might seem wild to some of the younger viewers? Drones didn't even start as weapons. They were basically just kind of like fancy flying binoculars. I mean, they were slow, unarmed MQ-9 predators drifting along borders while humans made every decision. But that era is dead. Today's drones aren't eyes in the sky. They are cheap, fast, disposable ways to unalive people. A $300 FPV drone can fly 150 kilometers an hour, slip through a tank hatch, and hit the exact weak point. Loitering munitions can circle for an hour before driving onto a target. I'm sorry, diving onto a target. Long range models carry warheads across continents. The disconnection between surveillance and strike is pretty much gone. The drone is both. And now the lethality is on another level. In Ukraine, analysts estimate that the majority of battlefield causalities now come from drones. Think about that. Not artillery, not rifles, drones. FPVs chase soldiers into trenches. They fly through windows. They hunt people behind cover. Russia is fielding autonomous interceptors that ram enemy drones at high speed and can't be jammed. Ukraine is using AI assisted FPVs that identify targets through smoke and rubble. These machines don't need to last long. Most burn out in minutes, but those minutes decide battles. And this isn't just about soldiers. Civilian spaces are now exposed in ways no one is prepared for. Hospitals, schools, aid convoys, all vulnerable to cheap, remote, deniable violence. In conflicts ranging from Gaza to Sudan to the Ukraine, drones have become a leading cause of civilian harm. When a strike costs a few $100s, restraint evaporates. The cost of killing has collapsed, and so has the hesitation that used to come with it. Meanwhile, the rules of engagement have quietly shifted. Infantry can now hit targets 10 to 20 kilometers away without waiting for higher command. Decisions that used to take half an hour now unfold in seconds. Units carve out electronic drone zones before advancing, but when jamming scrambles the feed or the AI misidentifies the target, as we've all recently seen, everything collapses back into chaos instantly. The tempo of war is no longer human, it is software. So, where's the law in all of this? It's lagging miles behind. The Geneva Conventions still apply, but drones tempt militaries into pattern based targeting, hitting people because they look like a threat, not because they're confirmed to be one. No treaty bans autonomous weapons. Reviews of new systems are classified. Transparency is minimal, and accountability is worse. Then comes AI, which accelerates everything. Target recognition algorithms boost accuracy. Autonomous counter drone systems already hunt threats without waiting for orders. Israel's large scale AI targeting systems have intensified global alarm, for good reason. We've all seen what they've been doing. And the final barrier, requiring a human to approve each strike, is eroding quicker than you may realize. Once a machine proves reliable, humans stop intervening. Automation bias takes over. The machine becomes the decider. So here's the nightmare scenario. When an AI guided drone kills civilians, who's responsible? The coder? The commander? The operator who never touched the controls? Militaries don't even have the black box logs or algorithmic audits needed to investigate these incidents. Proposed safeguards such as kill switches, liability chains, and ethical governors are voluntary at the moment. And voluntary norms don't survive real war. Meanwhile, the arms race is exploding. The US, China, Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Australia, everyone is scaling up. Swarms capable of patrolling entire fronts are expected before the decade ends. That's less than 4 years from now. Counter drone systems are evolving just as fast, but the cost curve favors the attacker. A $500 drone can destroy a $5 million vehicle, and that math will always win in the economy of war. So the world is scrambling to regulate this. The UN General Assembly is pushing forward new efforts after years of deadlock. More than 120 countries want binding rules on autonomous weapons. But diplomacy moves slowly, and the wars shaping these debates move fast. In addition, there's been a great deal of pushback from certain countries regarding regulation of, well, especially AI, which is central to these drone systems. But drones democratized force in a way. They gave small groups the power to strike like states, and they democratized terror at the same time. So AI is now making them faster, smarter, and harder to control. Without binding laws, and soon, the sky will fill with autonomous swarms that answer to no one. The future of warfare is arriving at the price of a household appliance, and it's arriving whether we're ready or not.